Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable, my advisor, and all the examiners. I am Christian Ferry from English Department of UKI Toraja. I am thankful for this opportunity given to me to present my research proposal entitled Improving Student Vocabulary Through Game Online by 7th grade student at SMPN 2 Makale. I will take about 10 minutes to tell you about my research. First begin with the background of the study. According to records 2002, vocabulary is the core component of language proficiency and provides much of the basis for how we learn, speak, listen, read, and write. Jackson and Amfela 2000 say that terms of vocabulary, lexis, and lexicon are synonymous. Vocabulary is one of the language components that can affect macro skill. Some definition of vocabulary is proposed by some expert. Noonan, 1999, states that vocabulary is a list of target language words. According to Andrew Rawlings and Ernest Adams, online gaming is a technology rather than a game genre, a mechanism for linking games together rather than certain pattern in a game. According to David Parlett, game is something that has an element of achieving that there is a purpose and the result of a series of regulations to achieve both. From the background above, the writer will conducting the research under the title Improving Student English Vocabulary Through Game Online by 7th grade at SMPN 2 Makale. Research question. Based on the background above, the problem of the research can be formulated in the following question. Whether using online games can be improve student vocabulary? Objective of the research. Based on the problem statement above, the purpose of the study was to improve student vocabulary through game online by 7th grade student at SMPN 2 Makale. Research methodology. This research used quantitative method. The writer want to compare the student ability by using online vocabulary games. Can they improve their vocabulary? Key term. Vocabulary is all about words. The words in a language or a special set of words you are trying to learn. 2. Game online. Online games refer to games that are played over some form of computer network. Most often the internet. Online games can range from simple text-based games to games incorporating complex graphics and virtual worlds populated by many players simultaneously. Secondly, Chapter 2 8. Previous study. Rizky Claudia Wardani Ha Isnaini Edi Saputro Siti Suryanti Rusli 2020 in the research entitled Online Game Towards the Student Vocabulary of Technology and Information Department at Unima do Sorong. Florence WM IPA and Alvin C. Quant 2006 in their research entitled Online Vocabulary Games as a Tool for Teaching and Learning English Vocabulary. Hamid Ashraf, Fatin Mutlak, Mariam Salaga, Salami Geni 2014 in their research titled The Impact on Online Games on Learning English Vocabulary by Iran Low Intermediate EVL learners. The difference of this research are they mostly use mixed method, but this research will use qualitative. The similarities of this research are they mostly describe about the effectiveness game online improving student vocabulary. B. Some patient ideas. 1. Vocabulary. According to Stephen Stahl, 2005, vocabulary knowledge is a knowledge of a words not only in place of definition, but also implies how that words into the word. We continue to develop vocabulary throughout our lives. Words are powerfully, words open up possibility and course that what we want for all of our students. Vocabulary is the total number of words in a language. All of the words known to a person or used in a particular book, subject, each a list of words with their meaning, especially one of company's textbook. 2. Game online. According to Kus and Griffiths, teens who play online games are just having fun. They don't just actually play because of some sort of seriousness, but also because they just want to feel relief. According to Chris Crawford of our online game designer, a good that game at its core is an interactive activity centered on achievement. There are active players, there is your opponent. C. Framework theoretically. Teacher must be able to create a fun learning atmosphere for junior high school students who still like games. This is accordance with its nature, the age of children who basically still like to play with an interest in game. How can teacher make games that are like to be student can be used as a method of learning English vocabulary that is interesting and liked by them. Therefore, for this research, the research will improving student English vocabulary through game online by 7th grade at SMPN 2 Makale. Last chapter, chapter 3. 1. Setting. This research will be carried out at SMPN 2 Makale. This research will schedule on 2020. 2. Population and sample. 1. Population. The population of the research is the 20 students 7th grade at SMPN 2 Makale. 2. Sample. According to Notuam Mojo 2003, sample is a particular subject is taken from a research subject and is considered to be representative of the entire population. According to Setiadi 2006, sample is the member of which who gives the data and representative the population of the research. 3. Research instrument. In this research, the research will use a questionnaire instrument. A questionnaire is an instrument for collecting the primary data Cohen 2013. 4. Data resource. 1. Primary source data in this research will be taken 20 students 7th grade at SMPN 2 Makale. Secondary source are books and other sources related to research. 5. Technique of collecting data. 1. Library research. The writer will go to the library to find some books and read some theses, and not only to the library, but the author also read ebooks about this research, as well as related articles. 2. Field research. To collect the data, the research will make a questionnaires, and then the research will give the questionnaires to the student. Technique of analyzing data. The data analysis technique used by the research is a like SCAR techniques. Look at this table. To the Honorable Advisor and all the examiners, this is the end my research proposal presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and please feel free to give me comment or question to improvement this proposal. Thank you very much.